All right, we got Ashanti here. Why don't you just give us first some background on yourself and what kind of drew you into the music business and artist management business? What's the road that got you to there?
I guess I've been involved with the music business actually professionally for, I don't know, probably 9 to 10 years, but in love with it since I was a little kid. My history goes from DJing quite a bit and then realizing that all my peers that were DJs were way better than me. And that I just wasn't going to get better, and that just probably wasn't my road to going to school and learning how to run a real business. And then going into corporate America, all the while I worked at Best Buy for almost 6 years in corporate America, a pretty decent level, and all the while actually running M.anifest career and tittle and tattle with other people's careers as I was going along. So, I don't know, my history is my true actual first managing gig per se. I was with Prof and Roswell when it was Prof and Roswell, and it wasn't just Prof. I DJ'd for him, and we ended up getting opportunities to go on the road, and somebody had to deal with the money. And most naturally, being the kid that went to business school, I dealt with the money. It was pretty simple. And then it became realistic to me that that was something that I might actually do since I wasn't getting better at DJing. So it was definitely a forced thing. It wasn't something that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna grow and be an artist manager. It was just something that happened.
So besides what you just mentioned there, what are some other important skill sets in managing someone's career? What's important to have to be a good manager?
The number one most important thing is managing people, period. And managing people's personalities. My piece of popping. Managing people's personalities. And that means your artist, namely, and especially in the hip hop community and in the rap game. It doesn't matter how humble someone is, they're still a rapper at the end of the day. So you have to be able to manage their personality, keep them grounded, as well as manage everyone else around them's personality. And be able to take it when you need to take it and give it when you need to give it. So, I mean, that's the number one thing, besides being organized as hell. And being extremely selfless. Because when it comes down to it, I can't rap. As much as I would want to rap, and as much as I rap to myself at home, I can't rap. Like, I can listen to music and I can tell you I can tell you everything about a song in life, but I cannot rap to save my life. I don't know what it is, it's just not me. My voice, I don't know. And so for me, it's truly believing in who it is that you're working with. I've tried in my career, I tried to work with artists that I just wanted to work with, even though I wasn't feeling their music, and it never worked correctly. Because you really have to believe in what you're doing.
For sure.
I don't know if that even answered your question.
You talked a little bit about obviously managing M.anifest. Let's get a little more specifics. Let's talk about some things that, like, in your time together that that you guys have accomplished together as manager.
I mean, we've accomplished a lot of fighting. It's weird because the record just got finished and now we love each other. I mean, seriously, like we literally had like this big ass fight the other day. I can cuss right a little bit right now. Let me not trail off. Oh yeah. So to come from this is the funny story. So when I met M.anifest, I literally needed a roommate. That's just keeping it real. I met him on Craigslist. That's how it went down. He came over to my house. We went outside. He rapped. I thought he was rapping somebody else's stuff. I heard it up, and then I realized he was actually rapping. I thought it was good, and we tried to go record. We had issues with that, so I bought equipment for him to record. He started recording. He started recording music that was not representative of what was out right now, and what was of the rhymesayers, kind of, not even rhymesayers, but what the Minneapolis sound was. I told him, and I'll tell him right now, there's only one thing I've ever been wrong about, that wasn't gonna work. There was no way that was gonna work. We had to figure out how to make his sound match what was going on. Boy, was I wrong. That's the one thing I was wrong about. I'll tell him that right now, I was wrong. But to come from that, and to kind of where he is now, I mean, it sucks because there's a couple things that I can't fully mention, but he's done some pretty big things.
Yeah.
Rates, like, I know some people might manage for free start. You don't have to tell me your rate, but do you go by the...
What to look for?
Yeah.
If a manager asks you for money, tell them no. It's that simple. Everything should be done on a split basis. Because otherwise, what's the need to actually do anything if someone's just paying you for nothing? Personally, I think early on in someone's career, you shouldn't even be looking for money. I mean, that's how you know someone's in it for the love, because they're in it for the love. The money will come at some point. If it doesn't, there's a problem. And the problem is one of two things. The product wasn't actually good, or the person pushing that product wasn't actually good. Both of those things have to be, together in order for it to work. But yeah, no, money should never be an issue. It should only, I don't know. Okay, I'm embarrassed to say this, but we didn't have a contract with each other until probably like a month ago. We never did. We never fought over money, not once. It was never even a question, And if there were times where I needed to say, yo, just take my cut because I know things are tough right now, whatever, that's what I did, because that's what you're supposed to do. I mean,
For sure. Anything else? Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Kind of based off what he said, like I watched this show called Unsung about a group in the 70s called the Silvers.
Yeah.
This is after they had made it, were making hits, and they found out their manager was taking getting 50% of their total earnings.
Right.
The rest of the group to split the rest. So after the group was made it, how much do you think a manager percentage-wise is supposed to get?
I think anything over 20% is probably ridiculous. And that's just how much work that someone puts in. Here's the other thing. Transparency is key. Everyone has to be transparent with everybody. If you get a manager and he's not really telling you what's going on, he's just chunking you off money for doing shows, it's not a good look. Everything. You should, even if you may not have that business sense as an artist should always be able to look at those books and be like, okay, this is how many people came through the door, this is what came, this is the whole, transparency is key to the whole game. If there's no transparency, there's no reason to even work together. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, personally, I don't think anything over 20% should be ridiculous. It's ridiculous to me. Artist does most of the work. That's the truth. Once again, I can't rap. Wish I could. Anybody want to manage me?
Yes. Oh, you want to manage? Oh, I got you. Any other questions? All right, I'm going to shout. Let's go.
Cool. Appreciate it.
All right, we kind of got right to the right segue there. My man Nate, want to come to the stage?